Hello Capricorn, this is your reading for December 2018 and we're going to jump right into your horoscope. Capricorns are not prone to excess. They tend to be slim and trim, although in the personal horoscope cast your exact date, time, and place of birth could modify this. Saturn and Pluto in your sign promote slimness too, but in the rare cases of those who need it, the sun's entry into your sign on the 21st favors weight loss and detox regimens. The planetary power is now overwhelmingly in the independent eastern sector of your chart. You are in, and for January too, the most independent part of your year. Now at least 80% and sometimes 90% of the planets are in your east, so you're having things your way now. Other people should always be respected, but you're not in need of their approval. This is not a time for people pleasing, but about pleasing yourself. You have the power now to create pleasant and happy conditions for yourself. You should take the opportunity. Love is not a big issue this month, although friendship and group activities are still strong. Love is more or less stable. Your social magnetism and enthusiasm will be strongest from the 7th to the 22nd as the moon, your love planet, waxes. The 24th is an especially good love day in spite of the waning moon, as the moon will be in its perigee, her closest distance to Earth, and she will be in your 7th house of love. You're still in a very strong spiritual period until the 21st, so you should review our discussion of this month. A parent or parent figure has a spiritual breakthrough between the 5th and the 7th. Their consciousness of this depends on their status of their spiritual path. Often these things happen without consciousness awareness, but when they do, they still happen. Health is much improved over the last month. Spiritual therapies are powerful from the 13th onwards. As we discussed last month, this is a good period to delve deeper into the spiritual dimension of health. Until the 13th, detox regimens are good. More attention should be given to the colon, bladder, sexual organs. Safe sex and sexual moderation are important. Family members, and especially a parent or parent figure, should be more mindful on the physical plane from the 5th to the 7th. They should keep focused on what they are doing. Now on to your tarot card readings. For your overall energy, you have the Temperance. And with the Temperance card, the meaning of it, is a focus on all of the things that you thought you had completed, had a handle on, old friends, lovers, habits, desires, health, money, or business problems. Resurfacing for the sole purpose, it seems to test you to the very core at this point, Capricorn. So, this is definitely trials and stuff going through in your life that you need to be paying attention to, and understand that it can be a test if that's, what the universe wants to put out there for you. Other meanings of the card, it could take a lot of discipline or genuine wrath to not let yourself be overcome and manifest the things that you want. So take time to really pay attention to the things that you're wanting in life, and don't get down on anything that's not gelling for you at this point. This whole month, that's what this is about. So staying in the positive, stay out of the negative. On the lighter note, as we move into the month, we have the 10 of Cups. So, it's happy life, everything coming along, it's just finding that happiness within yourself. It's a completion card also, but it's just finding that within yourself and all of the things that you can be very thankful for. You definitely have a lot to be thankful for, Capricorn, because, you work very hard to create a great deal of stability for yourself. And this is something to be very proud of for yourself. And your next card is the Justice card. And, it's finding that balance within your life, totally going with what you have to talk, what we've talked about with your astrology reading is just finding that happy medium in your life. It's, it can be court action and it can't be, but I see justice as a balance. It can also be a Libra energy around you too. So it's just finding you know, finding that way of making sure even justice is served, etc. Just always keeping that balance in there, you know. Other meanings is, you know, in time your accounts will be squared away, problems solved, bills paid, money to spare, but, you know, something else will still be up in the air, unresolved and missing. That could be in your, you know, personal life. And, you know, sometimes when we're striving, we have to quit looking at times about, you know, for things. You know, you could succeed in this card by recognizing what's wrong and coming to the right conclusion or the right decisions. So it's just kind of letting it go and not overthinking everything, Capricorn, because sometimes we can get outside of the box and run around it and try to figure it out even more. Our next card is the Page of Pentacles, which is a Capricorn, yourself, energy. And, you know, luck will come through social invitation that will offer a new business lead. You know, you will be grateful for the unsolicited praise in your work and literally efforts and fortunate business social calls at this point in time. So something's coming up with some kind of business and very grounded, you know. Realize the futility of effort. If something is meant to be, it will come of its own accord. When you stop seeking, searching, or expecting, it will begin to happen. You know, since you're not the cause or power, you know, are powerless to change what is happening, it's futile to be upset. To listen to or act upon new ideas, it's something that you'd like to do. We move into the Eight of Pentacles for your next card, and that is, you know, job well done. You are being able to put aside, you know, financially, you have done very well. And it keeps backing that, you know, especially with the happy family life, etc. You have done very well to take care of things, and you need to be proud of that. And your outcome is the Five of Swords. This can be a very difficult card, so it's not getting into disagreements or etc. You know, not having to be right, etc. You know, what is it that you're looking for? But, you know, the outcome will be one of conquest and defeat. You will succeed in some areas, but not in other areas. While you may get what you want, it may not be the way you want it. So we can't push. You just got to let things evolve and where you want to, you know, it will happen on its own accord. So let that happen, Capricorn. Your first angel card message is the Seven of Air. You know, plans need revision, more going on that meets the eye, poor timing, don't push. Even the angels are saying it, just let it be. Your next message is objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in the situation. I always find that to be actually absolutely true. Just finding the humor in things, especially when things aren't gelling, gets a little irritating. And your next message is make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with the challenges in a kind and understanding manner. So this month is really talking about just pacing yourself and staying out of the emotional area, and just know that whatever's to come will come to you in its own accord. And that's something that we just can't push it. It's, you know, whatever the universe is going to hand you, it will hand you that. And just kind of get along and just have an everyday experience just like the rest of us. That concludes your reading, Capricorn, and I will see you back in January 2019. Thank you.